Welcome to Movie Talk. I'm Peter the Booklover, and in this video I'm going to talk about the 3 movies that I recently watched, and let's talk about these movies. Hello, Peter the Booklover here, and in these videos I talk about movies that I recently watched. And I kind of like give a review, a thumbs up, thumbs down of these movies. And I've got 3 movies. I've got a cop movie, I've got a comedy, and then a werewolf movie in this video. Before I start the video, I want to thank everybody for coming by. If you're new here, thank you for coming by. I hope that I'm worth your time. The people returning, thank you for coming by. I really appreciate that you come and give me your time. It's wonderful to have you here. This is the second video that I made like this. I do it 3 movies at a time. I was actually gonna do it this monthly, but I think this is a little bit better to do it every 3rd movie that I see. These I watched a while ago, so these are a while ago that I've seen these, but they're still fresh in my head. I've watched these recently. So, let's get into it, and thank you for coming by. Okay, the first movie that I'm going to talk about is a cop movie. This is kind of in the comedy zone. This isn't a serious cop movie. This is from 1968, and this is directed by Don Siegel, and this is Coogan's Bluff. Coogan's Bluff. And this is an interesting movie. I kind of enjoyed this. This isn't a very serious movie. It's almost in the level of comedy. But at the same time, I enjoyed this movie. This is starring Clint Eastwood, Lee J. Cobb, Susan Clark, Don Stroud. And this is a movie to where Clint Eastwood is on the hunt for Don Stroud. This is filmed in New York. I love the New York scenery. This starts out in like the mountains, and it's kind of like a separate scene. There's a lot of very attractive women in this movie. This is the same 2 people that brought Dirty Harry together, Clint Eastwood and Don Siegel. So I would recommend for you to check out Dirty Harry or any of the other Dirty Harry movies before you watch this, because this isn't as good as a Dirty Harry movie. But at the same time, I enjoyed watching this. This brought a smile to my face quite a few times when I watched this. And I enjoyed this quite a bit. Clint Eastwood does a great performance in this. I also like Lee J. Cobb. This is a guy from The Exorcist, and I really enjoy his performance in The Exorcist. And I enjoyed his performance in this. It's a silly movie, but at the same time, I enjoyed it. I would give it a thumbs up. I would recommend for you to check it out if you can. I think it's worth your time. And that's the first movie that I'm going to talk about. So, Coogan's Bluff, I give it a thumbs up. Okay, now the second movie that I want to talk about is a comedy. And this is directed by Ben Stiller. This is from 2008, and this is Tropic Thunder. Now, this has a fantastic cast in this movie. Jack Black, Ben Stiller, Something About Mary, Zoolander, Balls of Fury, plus many other great movies. Meet the Parents. I'm a fan of Ben Stiller. I enjoy his movies a lot. Jack Black did The Pick of Destiny. He was also in Stealing Harvard, and I really love those movies. Robert Downey Jr., he is Iron Man, and I love the Iron Man movies. Also, he does Sherlock Holmes movies, which are pretty decent. Nowhere as good as Iron Man. We got Jay Baruchel. This guy actually voiced the character in How to Train Your Dragon. And I really love that movie. Matthew McConaughey in Dazed and Confused does a fantastic performance as the all right character. And I really love that movie. Tom Cruise is in this. You know Tom Cruise in a lot of movies. I'm not a huge fan of Tom Cruise, but I have enjoyed quite a few of his movies, especially some of the Mission Impossible movies. Some of those movies are really cool. Danny McBride from Pineapple Express, plus This Is the End, I think the name of the movie is. Great performance. And then Nick Nolte from 48 Hours. So this cast is incredible. But this comedy, thumbs down. 2 thumbs down. I did not like this comedy at all. This had like one funny part, and that was the scene when Tom Cruise was on a video call with the crew that made this movie, and he tells somebody to punch the director in the face, which was pretty hilarious to me. But like I say, this movie did not make me laugh at all. I really did not find the comedy funny at all. This is a movie where Robert Downey Jr. does a blackface performance, and I thought that I would find some comedy there, but the comedy there even was not even funny. I wish he would have tried to do an Eddie Murphy kind of character, but he plays like a weird black person. And like I said, I really did not enjoy this. This was not a good time for me, and I would recommend you to go see the other movies that I mentioned opposed to watching Tropic Thunder. Not my favorite at all. Okay, now the third movie I'm going to talk about is a werewolf movie. This, I believe, was filmed in New England, so this is like a foreign film. And this is directed by Neil Marshall. This is Dog Soldiers. Now, some people would say that this movie is kind of like Predator and a werewolf movie. This is like the cast of Predator in a werewolf movie, and I totally disagree. The cast of Predator was way better than the cast of this movie. This is Sean Petrie, Emma Clearsby, Kevin McKidd, and Liam Cunningham is the cast of this movie. And in my opinion, the werewolves kind of look cool, but the werewolves were so slow. I mean, the werewolves were not scary in this movie. And this movie, see, I think this movie would be great for children to watch this movie, because it would scare children, you know, that are new to werewolves. But if you're a person that's watched American Werewolf in London, The Howling, or Silver Bullet, or American Werewolf in Paris, that was great too. The movie Howl is a way better werewolf movie. This movie had a couple decent transformation scenes, and the costumes of the werewolf were pretty cool because they were huge, but they just moved so slow. And I don't know, man. I do not highly recommend Dog Soldiers. I give this one a thumbs down. Although at the same time, just like last video that I made talking about Train to Busan, there are a lot of fans of this movie. A lot of people think this movie is great, so you could check this out, and maybe you might like this more than I liked it, but this was really not my favorite movie. And it was surprising because one of the person that recommended this movie to me, actually, I really enjoy his videos. He's a YouTuber, and he makes fantastic videos, and I was surprised that he would recommend this movie, because this is nowhere near as good as any other werewolf movie that I've seen. Even The Wolfman, I actually think is better than this. And yeah, The Wolfman is pretty cool. I enjoy that movie. Okay, so that's it. I only do this 3 movies at a time, so I don't make these videos too long. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed talking about these movies. I want to thank you for coming by. Thank you for giving me your time Please let me know what you think in the comment section. I'd love to hear from everybody. And if you can, it'd be really nice if you hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. That would really help my channel out. It'd be really, really cool if you subscribe to my channel and come back later and watch more of my videos where I talk about movies. I'm going to do this like 3 movies at a time. Every time I watch 3 movies, then I'm going to talk about them. I was going to make this a lot longer, but it was a little bit too long, and I think it's a little bit better to make these in not even 11-minute videos, which is a little bit better for YouTube. People do not want to sit on YouTube watching 40-minute videos. Some people do, but most of the people want the videos to be a little bit shorter. And I've still got other movies that I've seen already that I want to catch up on. The next episode of this, I've got 3 really great movies that I want to talk about. Come back and check those out, and I will see you next time. Thank you for stopping by.